sir, but I want to show you some pictures.
哦，
Okay?
老师要翻译一下。
他说他不是要讲那个密教，但是他要给我们看一些投影片，就是那个图像。
那天发表会就有讲到这个部分。
他说
那个心，没有拍到，
你要拍照吗？
Now, whatever I'll be saying to you, I have to tell you, if seeing is believing, then each one of you must go and see that place. Because whatever I'm saying, maybe I can do it in the computer and show it to you. You may think that all these things exist, but unless you see it yourself, you cannot believe whether I'm telling you the truth or not.
他说看见就是相信，那如果看见就是相信的话，大家一定要到现场去看，这样的话才有办法相信。因为他说他所说的不一定是我们全部相信的，但是呢，如果真的到现场去看的话，就可能就会相信他所说的。Pilgrimage.
And all of you who are interested in Buddhism, you must have visited some places in India. So your knowledge is only about the places associated with Buddha.
他说我们去印度的时候，只是去印度，就是佛陀有到的地方。所以我们所认识的佛教呢，只是我们到达的那些地方有关于佛教的部分，我们才认识到。
You go to Lumbini to see where Buddha was born.
Lumbini 是伦比尼园啊，就是佛陀出生的地方。
You go to Sarnath,
Sarnath
where Buddha preached his first sermon.
就是他第一次传法门的地方。
You must be going to Bodh Gaya,
就是
where under the Bodhi tree Buddha got
菩提树
enlightenment.
下开悟的地方。
And you must have gone to Kusinara, where Buddha had his nirvana.
库辛纳拉那个地方，所以这些就是大家到的地方，就是相信大家看到的部分而已。
But you never go to other places.
但是我们从来没有去过其他的地方。
Buddhism as a religion, whatever you are being taught here, whatever you know about the religion, it was not started, it didn't start when Buddha was born.
他说我们所认识的佛教就是到这些地方而已，但是我们从来没有去过其他的地方。然后到了佛陀，这个佛教不是从佛陀出生的地方而有佛教的。
After Buddha's nirvana, then his disciples, they started telling about Buddha's teaching in different places.
是佛陀涅槃之后，然后呢，佛陀的弟子去传法弘法之后，才有这个佛教。
And the religion started then.
然后呢，佛教才从那个地方、那个时间开始才有佛教。
And the main reason for Buddhism to start was for the king Ashoka.
就是阿育王，从阿育王开始，才有真的佛教弘出来。
You must have heard that Ashoka was a very powerful ruler who conquered most of the parts of India.
然后大家有听过阿育王，就是非常一个很强的一个国王，然后他呢就是已经统治了很多印度很多的地方。
He was a very cruel king.
他是一个很残酷的国王。
Only kingdom he could not conquer was Kalinga.
他说唯一他没有统治的地方就是卡林嘎。
So he started a war against Kalinga.
所以他就开始了跟卡林嘎这个地方有战争。
In 261 BC.
216年，西元前216年。
And this Kalinga war was fought in a place which is today's Bhubaneswar, the capital city of Odisha.
他说那个时候这个战争就是从这个卡林嘎这个地方，然后他讲了一个城市的名字，我没有办法念中文。
because India is a big country.
印度是一个很大的国家。
In the eastern part of India,
在东部，
there is a state called Odisha.
在东部的地方有一个州叫做 Odisha，
It was earlier known as Kalinga,
之前它的名字就是 Kalinga，
and the war was fought in the battlefield of Kalinga, which is only 8 kilometers away from my home.
他说这个战争呢，离开他的家只有8公里的一个地方。
Ashoka won the war,
然后呢，阿育王打胜仗，
and in this war, 100,000 people were killed.
在这个战争里面呢，百千万的人死亡了，
And 150,000 people were taken as slaves.
然后呢，15万人呢变成奴隶，就是变成那个仇人。
When Ashoka became a very powerful emperor,
那阿育王成为一个非常
he
强
was
的
very happy.
他是很开心，
He declared,
然后他宣布，
now
现在
whatever you want, I can give you.
你要什么我都可以给你什么。
This is a story I'm going to tell you.
这
Very
个只
small
是一
story.
个很小的故事，我要告诉大家这个故事。
Ashoka told,
阿育王说，
I am the emperor of India now.
我现在是印度的国王，
I am very powerful.
我很有强力，
So anybody who wants anything from me, I can give.
所以任何一个人要什么东西，我都可以给你们。
Then
然后
an old woman
有一个老
came to the king
来到国王面前，
and asked Ashoka,
然后问
I want something. Can you give me?
我要一些东西，你可以给我吗？
Ashoka said,
阿育王说
yes.
可以，
I am the king. I can give you whatever you want.
我是国王，说我可以给你任何一个东西，你要的东西都可以给你。
Then the old lady said, can you return my son? My son who was killed in this battle?
然后老妇人就说：“你可以还给我的儿子，这个场战争里面死掉的儿子吗
Ashoka said, no.？”
阿育王说：“不可以。
Then the old lady asked Ashoka, ”
就问阿育王说
if you cannot return a thing, you have no right to take it from somebody.：“
如果你没有办法还给人家的东西，你就不要在那边拿去。
You cannot take something from somebody if you cannot give it back.
如果你没有办法还的话，你就不要从那边去拿。”
That changed the heart of Ashoka.
那个时候，他就开始转变了阿育王的心。
Ashoka realized
阿育王就是认识到，
the conquest of heart
在臣服
is important than conquest of a territory.
去克服、臣服这个心是比一个国家还要重要。
So
所以呢，
he was now a completely changed man.
所以他就全部已经改变过来。
That time he found
那个时候他就发现
one monk was going, his name was Upagupta,
有一个出家众叫做悟空，
and he asked Upagupta,
他就问这个出家众：
I want to follow whatever you are following.
我要去跟随你所跟随的东西。
And he changed to Buddhism.
所以那时候他就改变了，成为佛教。
And for the spread of Buddhism,
所以佛教的精神，
he sent his son and daughter, Mahendra and Sanghamitra, to Sri Lanka.
所以他送了他的女儿叫喜兰。
And in Sri Lanka, they started their Buddhism there.
所以这是开始了喜兰的佛教。
Then Ashoka's kingdom was a vast kingdom which was up to the northwestern frontier of India.
阿育王的国土呢，已经发展到西北边。
And that time Silk Road was a very important route
那个时候海路是非常重要的一个路
connecting
线，
China
连接
to
了
the
中
Europe.
还有连接了欧洲，
So many scholars,
所以有很多学者，
they traveled in this way,
他就是由这个海路去游
and
行。
that way
然后那个时候，
Buddhism came
佛教呢就来了，
to China,
来到了中国。
to Japan,
去了日本，
to Korea,
去韩国、
to Mongolia,
蒙古，
to Taiwan, and to all parts of the
然后
world.
很多不同的地方。
So,
所以呢，
Buddhism as a religion
佛教以一个宗教来说，
started from Orissa,
所以是从 Odisha 这个地方开
but you
始。
never visit that.
但是我们从来没有去过 Odisha 这个地方，
So, what is there in Buddhism?
所以
Orissa?
在这个地方 Odisha 有什么样的东西呢？
Because we have a king that time in 7th century
那个时候7世纪有一个国王，
who sent a manuscript
他就是写
to
了
China,
送了一些书到中
to
国，
the emperor of China,
去了中国的国王，
in which he sent some of the Buddhist sutras
他
to China.
送了一些佛教的经典到了中国，
And it was from there,
然后从那边开始，
one person named Padmasambhava,
有一个人叫做什么名字呢？我不会讲中文。
he studied there,
他在那边学习，
and after passing from there,
然后他从那边经过，
he went to Tibet
他又去了另外一个地方，
and he started Tibetan Buddhism.
然后他就开始了西藏佛教，去了
So
西藏。
Tibetan Buddhism started by Guru Padmasambhava
所以西藏佛教是从那个时间7
is
世纪开始。
exactly what you people are following, the Chinese Buddhism or Tibetan Buddhism.
所以呢，西藏佛教或者是中国佛教也是这样的一个方式开始。
So in this process,
所以在这个过程当中，
Buddhism
佛教，
started spreading to all over the world.
所以佛教是从此呢，就是弘扬到世界各国。
Now what is there in Orissa?
所以在 Odisha 这个地方有什么东西在那边呢？
If you happen to visit that place, you will find
如果
we
你有
have a
去那边
problem with Buddhism now.
如果有到 Odisha 这个地方的
You
话，你
must be
会发现
thinking, what is the problem with Buddhism?
有一些课程，那佛教是什么问题呢？
Because if I dig up this earth to construct a building,
呃，
I find some Buddha images coming out from the
他
soil.
他说 Odisha 这个地方呢，如果你去挖土挖地的话，你就突然间就会发现有一些佛教的文物在那边。
So people do not tell it to the government.
所以呢，人们就不告诉到长官啊、政府了。
Because once the government knows that something is coming out,
那个
they
政
will
府
stop construction.
他就不会再去建设了在那边，因为他一挖就是很多东西出来，
And the land is gone, so I cannot have my house.
所以那个地方已经没有了，所以我的房子也没有了。
I can tell you one thing.
我可以
In
告
one
诉
of
你
the
一个事情
places,
有一个地方，
the villages, the people, they started a college.
人们就是开始了，
While they were constructing the college
呃
for the children to study there,
开
they
学
found
校，
198 bronze Buddhist images.
他说有一个地方他要盖学校，把它挖土挖起来的时候，发现了198尊的铜像，佛的铜像，铜像，
Before the government could know,
所以他的政府知道。
the same night they constructed the whole wall.
所以就是从那个晚上，就是把整个楼就把它盖起来了。
And these are some of the very big traces of Buddhism in
所
Orissa.
以这些呢，就是一些痕迹，佛教弘扬到各国的痕迹。
My wife,
他的太太，
who is also a Buddhist scholar,
他的太太也是一个佛教的学
she
生，
was a professor in Kyoto University
他是东京大学的
teaching
教授，
Buddhism,
教佛教，
wrote a book on this.
写了一本书关于这个
I
事情。
gave that book to Professor Pochi. You can
他
see
说他已经
something
给那本书给了黄国熙教
about
授，
about Buddhist bronzes. Okay.
就是关于这个，他也给了这本
Now
书。
let's go to see about the place about which I was telling to you. There are 3 places called the Diamond Triangle of Odisha.
有一个叫做 Odisha 的三角形的那个金刚的一个图哦，
They are
钻石的图哦，
Lalitgiri,
哪里给你？
Udaygiri, and Ratnagiri.
这是一个三角形的一个地图啦，哦，这个地方，
These are the 3 places
这3个地方
which were having some monasteries
有一些出家众，
and big institutions like Nalanda, even bigger than that.
他说比拿兰陀大学还要大的一个学院，
There are lot of students who are studying,
非常多的学生在那边学习。
and I have got some pictures
他
from
有一
all
些
these places.
他说从这些地方他都有图片，
Now you can see these pictures
大家可以
here.
看到这个图案，
This one,
左边这个
this one is the place is going towards the stupa.
这
See
个是
the
要进到
steps.
塔的地方，有7个阶梯。
The right hand side you can see the monastery,
那个是一个寺院，
and you can see some images. These are all Buddhist
下面就
images.
看到是佛像，
And also in the right hand side you see a seated Buddha. The half portion we have not received yet.
右边看到一尊佛像，就是一个坐姿的佛像，
These were excavated.
这些呢是挖出来的。
This is Lalitgiri. You see Lalitgiri. This is the stupa.
这个是塔，
This one is the stupa.
这个是塔，
And these are the steps leading to the stupa.
那个是那个到佛塔的那个阶梯。
And in the left hand side, some small stupas. These are called votive stupas.
比较小的塔，
And these are the places where things are excavated.
所以这些地方呢就是被挖土出来的地方。
Now you know what is a votive stupa?
大家知道是一个菩提塔是什么样吗？
Votive stupa is a miniature stupa.
塔有2种，
Because today, when you are going to a Buddhist temple or wherever you are going, you offer something to Buddha. Okay? Earlier time, the offering was not by money.
那个时候供养不是钱，
So they were taking some stupas
有些，
and they were donating it to the big stupa.
所以他是拿小的塔
These are the
供
small
养大的
stupas
塔
you。see. Okay. Next is,
下一个，
now this is a place where they were sitting and they were having their classes.
这边就是他们上课的地方，对，
See, in both sides you find some rooms, these are dormitories,
两边就是他们睡觉的地方，
where the bhikkhus, where the nuns,
比
where
丘
the
或者是
monks,
比丘尼
they
在
were
那边，
staying.
住宿的地方。
And early in the morning when the class starts, they are coming and they are sitting over.
早上的话，他们是从他们住宿出来上课。
Then another side is Ratnagiri. Ratnagiri, Lalitgiri and Udayagiri, they are situated within a 25-kilometer radius.
所以这个地方呢，一个地方跟另外一个地方呢是25公里。他刚不是说三角形嘛？说三角形这个地方呢都非常多的纹路在那边。
See the beautiful door,
那个门，
which is the entrance to this Ratnagiri Mahavihara.
所以这个门呢是到这个地方的一个佛塔。
Now this Ratnagiri Mahavihara, see, these are the things we have excavated from there.
这个
See
是
the
挖
Buddha
出
image.
来的东西，我们是已经没有看到，因为没有到欧迪省那边去嘛，所以这些文物是看不到。
And see the stupa.
这些佛塔，
See all the Buddha heads and Buddhist figures in the right side.
右边都是佛的头像，
And the monastery.
还有那个寺院。
See, this is a continuation of the same. See the stupa and see the Buddha images which are kept inside this, because when it was open, some people started taking it out.
有些人就把它偷掉了，
Because these are very valuable.
因为它非常有价值，所以它是放在那个
So the government
保护这些
protected
佛像，
this.
所以是要保护这些佛像。
Then see the small stupas, the
这
votive
小的
stupas.
小的塔，
This is Avalokiteshvara, Padmapani Avalokiteshvara, which is one of the deities in Mahayana Buddhism.
那个大乘佛教里面一个天神啊。
Then Udayagiri. There are three places there.
就是3个地方，就是变成这个三角形啊。
See, in Udayagiri, there is a big stupa, and see the same type of things. See the Buddha, sitting Buddha,
就
Buddhist images, and see this is also Avalokiteshvara. This is
观音
Tara
像哦，
and other things. Now this is a monastery
这个是一个寺院，
where the students were studying.
这个是学生生从学习的地方。
See the sitting Buddha.
说
These are different figures, not the one figure.
他说不同的佛像不是同一尊佛像，或
In
者是
each
每一个地方都有。
Ratnagiri, Udayagiri,
这三个
Lalitgiri,
不同的地
different
方的
Buddha
佛像，
images are there.
不是同一尊佛像。
See, these Buddha images, there are plenty. I have given only some photographs which I could bring.
嗯，
Now, as I said, you seeing is believing, you must see it. Then, there is another place in Orissa which is known as Little Tibet.
然后另外一个地方 ，audition， 另外一个地方是一个小西藏。
When in 1959,
1959年哦，
Dalai Lama was driven out from China,
达赖喇嘛被
he
打
came
出
with
去，
he came with a lot of his followers.
他有很多学习受，
They settled down in different places in India.
所以他们就是要进入的不同的地方住下
One
来。
such place is in Orissa.
其中一个地方就是 audition 这个地方，
That is known as a place called Jiran.
去让这个地方，
So we call it as Little Tibet.
所以我们就叫这个地方叫做小的西藏。
You find the Tibetan Buddhism,
所以我们就发现说，西藏佛教在那边也有，
and even Dalai Lama came there
还有那个达赖喇嘛也是到那边去，
to have some puja, like
菩萨就是要法会，哎，祝福的法会。
then this is the picture of that place.
这个就是那个地方，就是小西藏的那个地方的一些图像。你有去？
See the stupas they have
你
constructed.
去过吗？不是这个，不是这个，不是它这个是我地小那个地方。
It's not in Tibet.
小
This
西
is
藏，
not
这
Orissa.
个是小西藏，不是在西藏那边哦，这个。这个是
在
印度哦，这是达赖喇嘛1959年被赶出去之后，他有很多不同地方住，对，建了一个地方，建了
西藏。
对。谢谢，Merci beaucoup。还有什么问题没有？
This is all about